Over the past 4 days, the International Purple Festival held in the capital city of Goa, Panaji, transformed this vibrant city into a beacon of inclusion, creativity and accessibility. Hosted by the Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, along with local and international collaborators, the festival brought together diverse voices and talents from across India and 17 countries. From inspiring art installations and electrifying performances to hands-on workshops and innovative showcases, Purple Fest has been a celebration of dignity, resilience, and human connection, reminding us that when barriers are broken, possibilities are limitless. There was plenty of excitement happening around the stalls at the ESG complex where the Purple Festival has been centered around. My colleagues Oreena and Priti, along with me, went around interviewing and finding out people who have been part of the third edition of the Purple Festival of India.
I'm with Dr. Janvi Prabhudesai, who's going to talk about gut health. Because we always say all the diseases begin in the gut, or that's what we read about. Dr. Janvi, welcome. Tell us more about what is your work here at the Purple Fest and how you associated with it.
Okay, I am an Ayurveda physician, and for the last 12-13 years I've been doing a lot of research on gut health, especially with children who are having delayed milestones or going towards autistic or are covered under the spectrum. And I have realized that somewhere the gut health is very important to see to it that these milestones are covered properly, like they are very much delayed many a times. So we have been working to see to it that this particular segment, gut health, is many a times kind of neglected because we feel it doesn't matter. Today I eat, tomorrow I'm not going to eat the same thing. But there are so many allergens today. It is just because of the GMO that's genetically modified, wheat or rice, all these things that are produced, that our gut is getting damaged. And we have absolutely no idea because the body is whispering to us, giving us small signs that your gut is damaged. But we often kind of neglect it till the body starts screaming, and then we have to meet the doctor. So we try to work at the base, wherein small signs and symptoms, like say acidity or small symptoms are a whisper, wherein we tell the patient what food to avoid. We speak to parents, the caregivers, and we tell them which are the foods to avoid, which are going to cause a problem. So that if the gut health of these children is maintained, definitely we can see a better improvement in their health, improvement in their milestones, and the younger the children are, the better it is to work with them and see to it that the least we can do is at least bring a smile on their faces.
What about adults, doctor? Now, acidity, I think every second person complains about it. How can we take care about our acidic problems? And also, talk to us about this gluten-free and vegan. That's every time you keep reading about it, it's become like a fad. Is it a fad or there's something really to it? First, let's talk about the acidity issues.
Yeah, see, acidity today is a lifestyle disorder, okay? We feel hungry, but we are busy in our work. So we do not have time to have food. And the moment we decide now is the time to have food, the pitta, that as per Ayurveda, that is already aggravated. So it needs to digest something. So it starts digesting your internal layer of the stomach because it's heat. Okay, so then sometimes we say we have a reflux. Okay, when there are certain symptoms are like we say khatte dakar, like teek dekar rehta, or so we feel that I'm burping but I'm feeling that burning sensation. So this is the time your body is whispering, as I say. So we take care right that time. See to it that you eat food when you're hungry. When you're not hungry, do not eat. That is very important. Many a times we feel, oh my God, it's 2 o'clock. After that, I don't have time. I brought my tiffin. Let me eat it. So we eat it, not understanding that the body doesn't have the power to digest that time. Your body is already full with the breakfast. Possibly you had a late breakfast or something. But we see to it that we dump additional things. And to add to it, we have sweets after food. Sweets are very difficult for digestion. So when you eat it after food, you are actually dumping your stomach with more toxins. Like if I give you an example, we go for a buffet. The desserts are kept last. So we'll have a stomach full of food and there's absolutely no space. But you see, all those tempting desserts. The best thing you do is you go, you fill your plate with that and there's no place. You dump it. So the body is like, saying, I cannot digest all these things, and today or tomorrow the body is going to revolt. So it comes in the forms of acidity, migraine, constipation, stomach ache, and there are even going towards, fatty liver, and then problems with other organs. Today even we hear, drink so much of water per day.
Yeah.
We do not think whether the constitution of that person really requires it. And we keep on saying drink 2 liters, 3 liters. We are actually, major organs like kidney, we are pressurizing them to
Work
remove
extra,
That. Yeah. So, gut health is important here.
नमस्कार. दूरदर्शन गोवाची आमची कवरेज आसा आनी पर्पल फेस्टिवलाचे हे 3rd एडिशन्स आनी ह्या वर्सा नवे युनायटेड नेशनाचे हे एडिशन आसा आनी तेंच्यांनी हांगा कॉन्फरन्स हॉलान डिजास्टर मॅनेजमेंट जर आयले आनी कसली जर तांकां गरज पडली जाल्यार वेगवेगळे डिपार्टमेंटांतले लोक कशा भशेन रियॅक्ट करतले, तांची ड्युटी कितें आसतली की इमर्जन्सी सिच्युएशनान त्यांनी कितें करप. तर तेज्या बद्दल आनिकूय जाणा जावया. आमी आमच्या बरोबर आसा राधिका मैम. नमस्कार मैम. बहुत ही अच्छा प्रोग्राम यहाँ पर्पल फेस्टिवल में आपने आयोजित किया है, उसके बारे में आप थोड़ा बताइए.
थैंक यू. हम लोग यूनाइटेड नेशंस इंडिया से हैं और हमने ये प्रोग्राम आयोजित किया है. हमारे दूसरी कंट्री से भी यहाँ पर लोग आए हैं. मालदीव से आए हैं, भूटान से आए हैं, थाईलैंड से आए हैं और हिंदुस्तान से तो हैं ही लोग यहाँ पर, इंडिया से हैं ही लोग. ये जो अभी आप देख रहे हैं ये हम एक सिमुलेशन एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं. मतलब हमारे पास प्लान्स होते हैं डिज़ास्टर जब होता है, लेकिन वो प्लान्स ताक पे रह जाते हैं जब एक्चुअल डिज़ास्टर होता है. ऑफन ये सिनारियो ये है कि अगर डिज़ास्टर होना हो तो अलग अलग लोगों का क्या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, वो किस तरह से प्रिपेयर करेंगे, और वो ख़ास तौर से जो लोग डिसेबल्ड हैं उनके लिए इसका क्या इम्पैक्ट हो सकता है और उसके लिए क्या वार्निंग और प्रिपेयर्डनेस हो सकती है. तो अभी हमने एक सिनारियो दिया है कि एक कोई फिक्शनल कंट्री है जहाँ के कोस्टल एरिया में 72 आवर में बहुत बड़ा साइक्लोन आने वाला है. वहाँ पर कुछ शेल्टर्स हैं और कुछ लोग, बहुत 10,000 जो मकान हैं वो बहुत बुरी तरह से तबाह हो जाएंगे. तो ये सिमुलेशन एक्सरसाइज है. अभी आप देखेंगे अलग अलग गुटों में लोग बैठे हुए हैं. कोई NGOs हैं, कोई पर्सन्स विद डिसेबिलिटीज़ हैं, कोई गवर्नमेंट है, कोई सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स है. अब इनको टास्क दिया हुआ है कि आपके पास 72 आवर्स का टाइम है, आप प्लान करिए. और 72 आवर्स में ये आने वाला है साइक्लोन. आपके पास 6 घंटे का टाइम है. आपके पास कुछ डेटा है नहीं, आपको मालूम नहीं आपके पास कितने लोग डिसेबल्ड हैं, कितने बच्चे हैं, कितने बूढ़े हैं, कितने प्रेग्नेंट लेडीज़ हैं. अब आप प्लान करिए कि आप किस तरह से आप लोगों को सेफ्टी तक पहुंचाएंगे और उसके लिए क्या क्या करना होगा. तो आइडिया इसका ये है कि रियल टाइम में जब कुछ चीज़ होती है तो उसमें क्या फैकल्टीज़, क्या कोऑर्डिनेशन, क्या प्रिपेयर्डनेस चाहिए होती हैं, वो उभर के आएंगी. लार्जर प्लान ये है कि हमें क्या प्रिपेयर्डनेस करके रखनी चाहिए. डेटा इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट, जियो टैगिंग इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट, कहाँ वो लोग रहते हैं. आज सुबह हमने सुना कि एक बड़ी सिस्टम होता है कि अगर कोई डिसेबल्ड हो तो उसके लिए कोई रिस्पॉन्सिबल हो, या ट्रांसपोर्टेशन हो. अगर कोई व्हील चेयर में है, अगर कोई प्रेग्नेंट है तो वो कैसे जाएगा या कैसे जाएंगी. तो उस सिनारियो को यहाँ हम दर्शा रहे हैं और हम क्रिएट कर रहे हैं ताकि उससे जो लेसन्स निकले उसका हम पॉलिसी इम्प्लिकेशन्स हो सके.
एकोशीचो हरीश परब आमच्या बरोबर आसा आनी ह्या पर्पल फेस्टिवलाचो तेणें फुल आस्वाद घेतलेलो आसा. तर आयकुया हरीशाचे म्हणणें कितें तें.
ह्या म्हाजे पर्पल फेस्ट 3रे वर्स वो 3rd एडिशन हांव येयला तो. पूण ह्या
म्हाका सांग, तुका दिश्टी पडना म्हणजे केन्नाच्यान? हय, म्हणजे कितें
जन्मता पयलीं पासून.
तुका पयलीं पासून दिश्टी पडना. ओके. ह्या पर्पल फेस्टिवलाक तुवें कितें कितें केलें? पॅराग्लायडींग केली, कितें कितें म्हणजे फूल 3 दीस तुवें कितें कितें केलें तें आमकां सांगशी?
पॅराग्लायडींग केलें, परत जेटस्की रायड केलें, आनी हांगासर कितें कितें स्टॉल आसलेले पळय तितले पयले सगळे.
तुवें पॅराग्लायडींग केलें पळय तें कशें आसलें? पयलीं तुवें एपा वरवीं बूक केलें आनी थंय तुजो एक्सपिरियन्स कसो आसलो? तुका कितें तेंच्यांनी सेफ्टी बांदलें हें सगळें सांग आमकां.
हय, सगळे तेंच्यांनी ते जे लायफ जॅकेट घातले, मागीर तो एक सेफ्टी खातीर बेल्ट येता तो घातलो, आनी सांगलें म्हाका तेंच्यांनी वयर वयताना ती एक असो हे दिता, ते बेल्ट दिता, ते असो हात धर म्हणून सांगलो. आनी तो वयर व्हरताना स्ट्रेट वयर वयता आनी येताना ताका कच 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 करून आवाज येता. म्हणल्यार दोरी एक तुटाना तसो कसो आवाज येता म्हणून सांगलें. भियों नाका म्हणून सांगलें म्हाका. कित्याक हांव केन्ना वचनासलो. एक दीस हांव कलंगूट बिचार गेल्लो, तांकां सांगलेलें पॅराग्लायडींग करपाक जाय, तुका दिसना म्हणून ते म्हणूंक लागले जावचें ना, पडत जाल्यार आमचेर येवंक शकता म्हणूंक लागले. पूण ह्या फावटी इतलें जालें की फर्स्ट टायम हांव तितून वचोन येयलो आनी परत म्हाका आनी एकदां वचोंक जाय आसलें. आतां कळ्ळें आमच्या खातीर सगळें एक्सेसिबल आहा म्हणून.
Over the last 1 decade, there's an organization right here in the capital city of Goa, Panjim, that has been making a big difference to persons who are differently abled. STARS is an organization that has been lending human service to differently abled people. And joining me here, I have from the team, 3 of them, Angelo. It's good to have you here with us, and over the last couple of years, I'm sure it's been satisfying to you to be part of the team STARS. Yes, so tell us a little bit about that.
Definitely, yeah. We are about 12 years old, and we have recently, a few years back, we took 2 main focuses. One is persons with disability, and we have with us, and the second one is a girl child who may be in need of education or whatever it is. We have with us our chief physiotherapist, Gladwin. He will tell you about that.
So Gladwin, good to have you here. Tell us about what inspired you to be part of this organization, how you lend your helping hand as far as physiotherapy is concerned, and maybe what help you would need from maybe the government, or what the funds you need lacking from there.
So the physiotherapy home rehabilitation project started about 5 years ago in 2020, when we had Prasad, one of the students, especially CP child, who was noticed by STARS, and I being his physio, I introduced him to STARS, and then there was a major surgery that took place, and now he's able to walk, and that was the biggest achievement that we've had with him. He's right here with us, and now we've taken that project a little ahead, where we also empower them to sell stuff. We give them the raw materials, we give them the platform where they can make stuff, and we give them trainings as well, and then they start, wherever we get a chance, we put up a stall, and they are able to sell their products. As well, we have Samir over here, who's been with the STARS as well. So he being a victim of a road traffic accident, again he lost his livelihood because of, he was a lifeguard. He was a lifeguard by profession, and met with an accident. But then, being my patient, I'm a physio, so being a patient as well, I introduced him again to STARS, and from there he requested for a machine where he could do spray painting. He's very good with his handwork, and now he's grown very well, very far from there, where he's got orders coming in for Narkasurs, for Diwali, for even starting to do Christmas stuff, and he's doing very well in that. So again, we have Mangala with us over here, again whom we support, and this way we don't only restrict ourselves to physiotherapy, we give them home physiotherapy throughout. In fact, we are looking out at reaching out to people all over Goa.
We are joined by Merlin, who is the project coordinator here at STARS. Merlin, I'm sure your help goes beyond what you do here. Tell us how it is to be part of this organization, and share a little bit more about what STARS stands as well.
Thank you, Bambino. STARS, let me first start with what STARS stands for. STARS stands for Spending Time and Reaping Smiles. So our basic purpose is wherever we can get a little bit of happiness and show kindness to people, we try to do that. We started in 2013 with the intention of spending time with the aged elderly people. So we go for visits for aged homes, and also with children with special needs. Slowly we diverted into getting into physiotherapy session for underprivileged visible patients. Patients who have met with an accident, met with spinal cord injuries, or are not able to do anything and they require physios. Many of the patients sometimes forgo physios because they cannot afford the cost, especially the underprivileged people. So here there is a center which we offer free physio sessions for those people who cannot afford to give physio. So we have Dr. Gladwin, who heads the physiotherapy project, giving our physio sessions to it. So a few examples would be Prasad and Samir also, who have availed this facility from STARS.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for sharing your time and for the service that you all are doing to so many, And before we go, I think we have Prasad, so we're going to check out what he has. Prasad, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Yes. And you want to say anything to our viewers who are watching?
Yeah.
And tell us what you make and what you do when you come to STARS and how your things that you make.
Hi, my name is Platan Madalkar. I am Kala Pontio and Raki Bekata, Raki Dia Kidmatak, read Kata, and people be Bekata injured. Maka खूप help केला माझा ऑपरेशन बी केला बॉम्बे वचून एनजीओ थँक्यू म्हणटा खूप हेल्प केला आणि खंय खंय टोल घालपाच्या म्हाका तेणी बी सांगला एनजीओ खूप सांग आनी म्हाका खूप हेल्प केला आनी सोबत बी आसा ते तेमचो एनजीओचो हांव बी तेन्नान बी इतको वयता थंय बी आमकां शिकयता कितें कितें करपाचें कितें ना थँक्यू तर.
Thank you, Prasad. Yes, and all the best. So there you are, of course, Prasad, and we also are going to see another of the benefactors of this wonderful STARS that we have, who have been, like I said, lending some great service to so many people who are differently abled. Well, one of the people who have surely benefited from the STARS program is Samir, who till he met with an accident was a very, very active lifeguard. But I'm sure his life has gained a different meaning after the accident, but more importantly, after meeting the STARS group. Samir, tell us about your story and how you feel now.
म्हाका न्ही एक्सिडेंट जाले आतां जाली एक 8 वर्सां जाली पण म्हाका स्टार्स एनजीओ मेळ्ळे जवळ जवळ म्हाका दिसता एक 6 वर्सां तरी जाली तरी एक 2 वर्सां वचत मी फिजिओथेरपी घेवपाक येतालो ती मागीर तेंच्यांनी म्हाका म्हणजे असो आतां सांगपा म्हटल्यार मलीन मॅडम आसा न्ही तीन म्हाका म्हणजे मलीन मॅडमूच अशी न्ही सगळ्यांनी म्हाका भरपूर मोटिवेट केलो समीर तुका कितें येता कितें करूंक जाय तशें हांवें त्या प्रमाणे म्हाका क्राफ्टाचे पेपराचे कितें आयटम करूंक येताले ते स्टार्ट केले गणेश चतुर्थीचे मागीर तशेंच दिवाळेक नरकासुराचे मास्क करप क्रिसमसाचे आयटम हे ते म्हणजे कितें जाता ते करप आनी आतां असो जाला की आतां म्हाका टायम ना इतको बिजी आसता तितून म्हाका पयलीं तरी अशें म्हणजे अनकम्फर्टेबल दिसतालें मागीर कितें करूं कितें नाका आतां अशें ना आतां म्हाका टायम ना कितें करूं काय म्हणून.
Well, here I have Mangala, who has been also benefited from the STARS program. Mangala, तुझी आमकां थोडी उतरांनी तुजी काणी सांग आनी तूं कितें करता तें सांग आमकां.
हॅलो सर म्हजें नांव मंगल हांव वास्कोसून येयलां म्हाजो घोव सुद्दां डिजेबल बिकॉज ऑफ सायड इफेक्ट टॅबलेट 10 वर्सां जालीं म्हाका कोणी तरी स्टारचें सांगलेलें हांव वास्कोसून कारंजेलें येतालें ताका घेवन ट्रिटमेंटाक सो थोडो तो मातसो ट्रिटमेंट करून मातसो ओके जालो पूण म्हाका यो वच करपाक अप एंड डावन करपाक म्हाका म्हाजी भयण आनी म्हाजो ब्रदर इन लॉ हेल्प करता सो हाडून पावोवपाक स्टारान म्हाका खूब हेल्प केलां तेमी खंय बीन स्टॉल आसले कितें पार्टिसिपेट करपाक जाय खंय कितें करपाक जाय जाल्यार तेमी म्हाका सांगता कॉल करता आनी आपयता कितें अरेंजमेंट करपाक जाय जाल्यार ते करता खूब हेल्प सपोर्ट करता तेमी म्हाका खूब आनी आतां हांवें रागी डेट्स मिलेट्स एंड रेडी केलां म्हटल्यार हांव करता घरान सगळें होममेड तितून म्हाका म्हजी मम्मी पप्पा हेल्प करता म्हाजी भयण म्हाजो ब्रदर इन लॉ ऑलवेज कितें आसल्यार खंय व्हरता बीन आनी आतां मिलेट्स लड्डू नो शुगर नो जॅगरी दीस इज हेल्दी लड्डू आनी गरम मसाला पिकल्स एंड ऑल रागी लड्डूस लिटल लड्डूस मीन्स मिलेट ऑल दीस मिलेट्स वी आर हॅविंग.
I'm at a stall here at the Purple Fest which says Blooming in Pain, and I'm with Pratik Agarwal. Pratik, why blooming in pain? We could be crying in pain and be anxious all the time. Why blooming in pain?
No, I mean, pain is such a word that we always associate it with crying and negative emotions. It is there, but then there are a lot of things one could do even with pain. So when I had pain for first 2 years, I thought that, oh, my life is, is devastated. I can't do so many things. I only associated the not doing stuff with the pain. But then while with my journey and with speaking to so many others, I figured out we could still continue our life in a beautiful way. We could still bloom. We could still have friendships. We could still do many things which others are doing, even without pain. And I always say, that's the tagline which I want to associate with the blooming in pain, that healing and pain can coexist. So they're not dichotomies.
What is this pain you're talking about? Now, lately these autoimmune diseases are so-called in fad, may I say. Suddenly it's come about, and I know a lot of people too who are always in pain. What is this pain, and how do you tell others about the pain that you are going through when you can't sometimes see visible effects of it?
So I have a condition called fibromyalgia, which I developed 5 years ago, and which was only diagnosed after the doctors excluded everything. My MRI did reveal some osteophytes, but the doctor said that what I experienced and what I had in my MRI was starkly different. So let's say my MRI had a score of 4, but what I was experiencing was a score of 20, 30, 40. In subjective ways.
I know.
So the pain I'm talking about is in our system, it's in our body. It's not in our head. It's not that we're imagining it. It's just that it's compounded by multiple factors, and those multiple factors are very individually driven. So we do live with pain. Even if I'm talking to you right now, I am in extreme pain.
Describe the pain.
Yeah. So at the back of my neck, right here, and my shoulder, that's an extreme pain, and it increases because of long days, because of sweat, because of other things. It might also increase due to certain food factors. So every body is different in that sense. Yeah. But what I've learned is to just manage my pain. So I know what to do, I know how to carry it forward. But the pain exists in my body for 24 hours a day. Yeah.
What is your message to people who are in pain or fibromyalgia or any pain that there's no reason or an explanation for?
It might sound very prophecy, very magnanimous, but for me, the solutions only come when you accept it. Because I just couldn't accept how, I was 28, 29 back then, 27. How can I be in pain and why me? The question of why me always strikes, because it might be an evening in the 6 and I want to go out with my friends, but my body doesn't allow me.
Yes.
It was only after 2 years and 140 physiotherapy sessions. I figured that it is there and I have to accept it. So it's difficult. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy, but we will find our community. There are many people, young people, late 20s, early 30s who have this pain. Once we meet them, things get to, figure out. We can figure out, but the acceptance has to kick in. It was difficult for me.
आज आमच्या बरोबर आसा वर्षा मॅडम. पळोवया पर्पल फेस्टिवलाक तांचें कितें मत आसा. मॅडम नमस्कार आनी गोवा दूरदर्शनच्या वतीन तुमकां येवकार. म्हाका सांगात ह्या वर्सा म्हणजे पर्पल फेस्टाचें हें 3rd एडिशन नवें कितें आसा ह्या वर्सा.
पर्पल फेस्टिवल ही 3rd एडिशन आनी म्हाजें सगळ्यांत पयलीं. ह्या फावटी नव्यो आमी खुबश्यो गोश्टी इम्प्रूव करपाच्यो पयल्या गेल्या वर्सापासून. ह्या फावटी आमचें प्लॅनिंग आमी 2-3 म्हयने पयलीं सुरू केलें. आतां म्हाका दिसता गोंयांत हो एकमेव इव्हेंट आहा जितून खूब एक्टिविटी एका बरोबर आसता. आमचे कडेन पॅरलली कॉन्फरन्स आसा, हांगासर स्टॉल्स आसा, पर्पल रील, पर्पल पान. ह्या फावटी नवीन आमी जे एड केले ते म्हणजे स्पोर्ट्स, वॉटर स्पोर्ट्स. आनी तितून आमकां भरपूर लोक जे उदकांत केन्ना वचूंकच नाशिल्ले, जे जेट स्की, स्कुबा डायवींग आनी हेजे केन्ना आयुश्यांत करूंक ना. सो दे आर रियली एन्जॉयींग इट. तो जो क्षण आसा तेजे एन्जॉय करता ते पळोवन आमकां खरेंच बरें दिसता. सो एज अ ऑर्गनायझींग टीम आमकां एक खूब समाधान जालें की हांवें केन्ना जे पीपल रिएक्शन हें आसलें की आमी वी नेवर थॉट दॅट वी वूड गो इन द वॉटर. सो दे आर रियली एन्जॉयींग इट.
आनी गोवा आमचो फेमस आसा बिचीसां खातीर. उदक म्हळ्यार लोक सारके पिशे जातात. हें एक्झॅक्टली तुमी खंय कंडक्ट केलें.
एनआयएसडब्ल्यू कारांजोलेम आमी तें केलें आनी तो आमचो हॉट इव्हेंट इतलो आसा की थंय मॅक्झिमम रजिस्ट्रेशन्स जातात. आनी इवन आमी टुरिजम डिपार्टमेंटान ह्या फावटी आमच्या हितून इनिशिएटीव घेवन आमी एक बोर्ड वॉक केला जो व्हीलचेर डायरेक्टली बीच पर्यंत वयता. सो सो जो मिरामार विचार केला ते सुद्धा लोक देवर असो अगेन व्हीलचेअर युजर्स आर व्हेरी हॅपी की ते डायरेक्टली उदका पर्यंत पावू शकता सो तांकां असो एक वन टायम एक्सपिरियन्स जालो तशेंच आमी बर्ड ट्रायल घेतली आनी सोल ट्रॅव्हलिंग बरोबर आमी कनेक्ट जावं तो एक आमचो शेराव बिराव त्याचा वाचल्यान यूज ऑफ दिस टायम एंड people are really enjoying and त्यांचे एन्जॉयमेंट पळोवन वी आर सॅटिस्फायड एंड इट्स डुईंग गुड
सारकें आतां कोणाकूय सपोज पर्पल फेस्टिवलाक हे सगळें एन्जॉय करपाक जाय जाल्यार ताणें कितें करचें पडटलें म्हणजे एप किंवा रजिस्टर पयलीं अशें आसा लिमिटेड सीट आसा कशें
लिमिटेड सीट अशें कांय ना तुमी हांगाय रजिस्टर जावं शकता आमकां डेली 3000 लोक रजिस्टर जातात आनी देर इज नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन इवन आमचो सांजचो पर्पल रेन म्हणून आसा तितून बरे बरे आर्टिस्ट मेळटले आसात आनी आमचे गोवन भुरगीं सुद्दां फर्स्ट परफॉर्म करतात आनी दॅट इज वर्थ वॉचिंग सो यू गेट अ वरायटी ऑफ एंटरटेनमेंट प्रोग्राम सो ओपन इव्हेंट एंड एवरीवन शूड वॉच इट सो म्हाका एक ह्या तुमचे दूरदर्शन एक आव्हान दिवचें पडटा लोकांक की दे शूड रियली कम एंड वॉच अवर इवनिंग शो इट स्टार्ट्स एट 5 एंड वी गो अप टिल 10:30 सो I think that is worth to watch. I'm with Dr. Ravi Prakash Singh at the National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Intellectual Disabilities. He's the assistant professor there. We'll talk to him and see what he has to say about the institute he heads and the programs they offer.
National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Intellectual Disability, its headquarters is in Secunderabad and it is the apex body in the field of intellectual and developmental disability, comes under the Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disability, Ministry of Social Justice Empowerment, Government of India. At Goa Purple Fest, NIPIT is having a different objective. Very first objective is research and development. NIPIT is currently working on different development of different tools and research projects. So I will go to my colleague Dr. Sunita Singh, HOD of Department of Rehab Psychology, and she will be briefing about our developments in the research projects.
Very good afternoon. I'm Dr. Sunita Devi, heading Department of Rehabilitation Psychology, and I'm a Chief R&D Coordinator at NIPID. So this is the recent development in the research that first Indian test of intelligence we have come out, and this we do the IQ assessment for the children with 3 to 18 years. And Make in India, under the Make in India initiative, we want all the psychological tests made in India so that our children do not suffer and we do not use the outside psychological test to assess them. So this is the test which is launched by our Minister Virendra Kumarji in 2023 and it has been in the Gazette now and now in the Gazette, according to the Gazette, this tool we have to use for the IQ assessment. We also have developed the ESA test, which is for autism assessment, and now there are two more upcoming tools which we are coming. One for the children SLD assessment tool, and if you can see the posters, we are having the assessment tool for adult SLD. This will be the first tool in India which we are coming out for adult SLD. Because in rural areas, many people are not aware about the disabilities and specifically hidden disability, which is a specific learning disability. So if they miss out in the childhood, so they should not suffer. So first test will be this adult SLD tool.
And doctor, what about the children in the rural areas as you just spoke? How do you all reach out to them? Do you all have people who move to the villages or they come to the city? How is that done?
Thank you for this question, ma'am. This brings to our objectives. So NIPID is having 6 objectives. One is creating the human resource development. Under this, we have 10 courses which we are running at long-term courses which are recognized by Rehabilitation Council of India. So by that, we are building the resources in the disability field. Rehabilitation professionals we are building. Second is, as R&D, research and development unit, we are bringing out lots of psychological tests as well as the reaching material, these material awareness creation, which we give to all schools and NGO free of cost. So these are, reaching in remote areas as well. And under, extension program, dissemination of information, we do have the disability camp, awareness camp, training camp of the teachers in the rural area. So any institution or NGO, whether it's a government institution or NGO, they can write to us and we depute our team there, they can do the assessment. And all over India, we have 3 regional centers which are covering, RC Navi Mumbai, Kolkata and Delhi. And we have 3 composite regional center which are in Nellore, Davangere and Rajnandgaon. So like this we are reaching out to the remote areas and the rural areas. Thank you so much.
I'm Srinivasulu, Assistant Professor in Vocational Training, Department of Adult Independent Living, NIPID Secunderabad, ma'am. So I'm coordinating the skill development training for intellectual disabilities. Very recently we developed one assessment tool called CVAT, Comprehensive Vocational Assessment Tool for Intellectual Disabilities. This tool is using in 6 countries throughout the world, ma'am. So based on this assessment tool, we can judge the students' capacities with respect to the general skills, specific skills, independent skills. So after completion of the assessment, we used to give the placement assistance for the intellectual disabilities. So here in this Purple Fair platform, we are showcasing a different kind of end products. For example, if you can see the mementos, wonderful mementos, calendars, and some kind of sublimation products and creative fun games. So those creative fun games are for inclusive practice of severe and profound students. So most of the PWIDs are addicted to the gadgets, especially the smartphones during the leisure time activities. So to avoid that kind of issue, we prepared some kind of customized fun games, 10 set of items. By using that, we can improve their fine motor skills, eye-hand coordination, concentration, attention span, etc. So these items are applicable to autism, intellectual disability, specific learning disability, and many more other category of PWDs. So here we are displaying all the publication materials, posters, assessment tools, and simultaneously we are delivering the services to the psychological assessment and sensor integration therapy, live demonstration on skill training, etc. So all these kind of things we are exhibiting in this Purple Fair Goa. Thank you.
And how about reaching to the local schools in Goa who have special children? What is the mechanism that you all are going to follow or are following?
We have short-term programs, long-term programs, certificate courses, refresher courses, seminars, conferences. So all these kind of things we are conducting some short duration programs to the needy population, especially the regular school teachers, inclusive teachers, parents, siblings, and other institutional delegates. So through this platform, we are reaching to the unreached areas, especially the remote population, tribal population, rural population, severe PWDs, organizations, etc.
NIPID has signed one MOU with Jevakil Foundation Mumbai, which is one of the first special school in the country for children with ID. And they developed NIPID Disha curriculum under the project in 2019. The NIPID Disha curriculum is validated by NIPID, and now it is implemented throughout the Maharashtra for more than 460 schools and covered 20,000 children with intellectual disability. Now NIPID and Jevakil have signed one MOU for implementation of this curriculum to Pan India, and Goa is one of the first state who approached us for implementing this curriculum in Goa state, and it was the Commissioner Sri Guru Prasad Pavaskar sir who approached us, and because of that now we came to Goa, and we are now conducted training of special education teachers on this portal. So this Disha curriculum is basically, it provides a digital platform where the special education teachers can assess the children with neurodevelopmental disability on the platform, and accordingly they can select the goal and teaching plan for them and implement. Now it was also reported that the teachers, those who are having IP through Disha portal, we also have certain study material on there, but that was not available in hard copy, and it was difficult for the student to get access of that because printing costs much. So now our Honorable Secretary Sri Rajesh Agrawal sir, he has taken this proactive measure in this, and under the leadership of our director Dr. B.V. Ramkumar sir, we came up with the printed material of Disha curriculum. This Disha curriculum material are at different levels. So this is the first academic workbook. This is the workbook for student, and it is level 0 for 3 to 6 years of children. Then once the child cross 6 years, then they will go to the 6 to 14 years of curriculum, and this is the 6 to 14 year level 1 curriculum, and after completion of level 1 they will go to level 2 and then level 3. So these are the graded curriculum which is functional in nature, and once they achieve 14 years, then they will go to the pre-vocational curriculum. So these textbooks are being distributed free of cost to all the children. More than 2,000 children we are going to distribute in Goa state. Along with this, we also have teachers manual for teachers like how they will teach this curriculum. So this also we are going to provide in all the special schools of Goa state, and we are training more than 500 teachers on this curriculum.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the International Purple Fest, which has seen people from around the globe coming into the festival to learn more about inclusivity. I have with me Sophia, who's out here learning the ropes. She's participating as well as an active interest in the Purple Fest. So thank you for taking the time to talk to us. What would you like to tell us about your experience out here so far?
So I'm here as a counselor, but also someone who is new to the field of mental health. I'm a lawyer by profession, and so there's an overlap with knowing your rights, knowing about persons with disabilities and what their rights are, and just overall knowing about mental health and awareness work related to the field. So for me, the biggest takeaway has been all of the learning from the mini workshops. So there's key NGOs that are here like Setu, Owl House, Kuj, and of course Sangat. I think educational institutions like Nimhans, and there's so much going on. But one of the most interesting experiences has been the calm room and the sensory room, which kind of helps you understand what it's like to be overwhelmed, but also like to step out of all of the chaos and like have a little space for reflection and maybe like a little therapeutic intervention of some kind. Apart from that, it's great to see a lot of the products and items that have been made by all of these special kids who have been trained with certain skills. And I think what's been interesting is the focus on their strengths rather than the focus on disabilities or the idea of not being able to do something. So that's a great perspective change from not from what's wrong to what's strong, and that's one of the workshops that I attended earlier today.
So these are some of the strengths that this Purple Fest is trying to put out there. A lot of awareness for people. So coming to this, this 4-day festival, what have you learned? What are your major takeaways from this? Where you go back as a counselor and you feel you've learned something that you can pass on to people.
I think something that the typical population, and by typical I mean I know the focus here is about persons with disabilities, but I think it's also about the people around them who need to be a little more attuned and maybe a little more aware and mindful about our role in all of this. So it's just not the parents and maybe the child who might be struggling with something. It's about us as a community and what are the little inputs, the little support that we can share, and we can add value to the lives of people around us.
There were many dignitaries who spoke at the function, and here we have some glimpses of the closing ceremony.
It is a great honor to join you all for the closing ceremony of the International Purple Fest 2025. Over the past few days, Goa has once again shown the world that what the true inclusion looks like. The Purple Fest has grown into one of the most meaningful and impactful celebration of inclusion in our country. It has brought together the people from all walks of life, participants, performers, artisans, entrepreneurs, students, volunteers, and visitors. This festival has proved that inclusion is opportunity. It is an empowerment. Hence, every individual has found a space to express the talent, share stories, and inspire others. The spirit of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, and Sabka Prayas has been truly visible throughout this event. Goa is proud to contribute to the vision and to be the part of the national and global movement for inclusion. The Purple Fest has also creating a livelihood. Over the past few days, the thousands of the visitors, artisans, innovators, and the performers has participated. Their energy and creativity have brought the new vibrancy to Goa. This is the beginning of what we proudly call the purple economy.
I stand before you filled with pride, pride in Goa, pride in our people, and pride in this unstoppable purple moment. What we have witnessed over these last few days is not just a festival. It is the heartbeat inclusion, the voice of change, and the spirit of New India, confident, compassionate, and inclusive environment. The Purple Fest has transformed Goa into a living example of accessibility and awareness. We have seen thousands of people, from children to seniors, from entrepreneurs to artists, from policymakers to performers, all moving together, learning, laughing, and breaking barriers. Goa has once again proved that inclusion is not a charity, it's equality, it's empowerment, and it's celebration and its collaboration. This is where friendships were built, innovations were born, and mindsets are changed for forever. One of the most powerful chapters of this year's fest was Purple Sports, a space that celebrated ability, determination, commitment, and joy.
As the Purple Fest concludes, Goa celebrates not just inclusion today, but progress for tomorrow. As India stands on the threshold of its next census, set to count all 21 disabilities recognized under the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, it will surely be the first step towards claiming rights as citizens. In the words of one of the organizers, this is a moment to ensure every ability is seen and every voice adds to our national story. May this spirit guide India's future. This is Bambino Dias along with the entire Doordarshan Panaji team signing off from Purple Fest of Goa.